HSN and hsn.com. We're making bigger even better with our supersize values, and they're available only at HSN. Supersize values are based on the price per ounce of the same item in a smaller size. However, they do not reflect a price at which HSN would sell the item. Have questions? Call us at 1-800-284-3900.
HSN and QVC launched a nationwide search to find the next big brands. Entrepreneurs faced our expert judges for a chance to see their dreams come true.
This is a dream that I had since I was 15 years old.
Now, for the first time ever, they will be able to bring their products to you live.
This is everything we ever wanted.
Discover all the exciting and innovative products coming up on The Big Find.
Well, hope you're having a wonderful Friday, and thank you so much for allowing us for the next couple of hours to indulge in some of the most beautiful works of art in handcrafted jewelry. And that brings us to Chaco Canyon, who's been with us here at HSN for over 20 years. And we are talking about all Native American Indian handcrafted, beautiful, one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces. And I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek. We have such a jam-packed show tonight. This is our showstopper. It is our key special coming up in this hour. I will tell you, in over those 2 decades that Chaco Canyon Southwestern Jewelry has been with us at HSN, we have never done a handcrafted sterling silver bangle bracelet at $69.98. So you have your choice. We have a braided design, we have the twisted design, and then if you want something a bit fuller, a little bit more substantial, this is what we're calling the rope design. And that is available today at $109.90. Everything in Chaco Canyon is going to be available with 5 monthly flex payments, and that is up until midnight tonight. So that is our showstopper. And then you can't help, I'm sure, but notice these fabulous drop earrings. This is what we call a smart deal. They're brand new on the day. I'm showcasing this right off the bat because I have a feeling these are going to sell out very, very quickly, even before we have a chance to do a full presentation. Our beautiful model, Nadia, is gonna be joining us throughout the next couple of hours. And we have Kingman Turquoise, which has got a little bit more of that green undertone. We also have this available in Howlite. We have Multi-Turquoise that is gonna be one of your choices for $99.98. Whoa. $20 with FlexPay, 701-714, and so many other wonderful pieces. The cross that I'm wearing is brand new. I want to just say this, under $60, all handcrafted, beautiful, beautiful turquoise. So let's talk about what Chaco Canyon Southwestern Jewelry is truly about. We had the opportunity, and thank you to Jennifer Wan, who's been our guest for over 2 decades here at HSN. She is our liaison between the Native American craftsmen. In fact, this is the Chaco Canyon. That's a trading company out of New Mexico. And there is Jennifer herself, who shares with us the beautiful behind-the-scenes stories about the artisans, about their inspiration, showing you using only the finest of materials, whether that be turquoise or, again, one of our favorite designers right there that Jennifer is going to tell us about. You get to hear the background of their beautiful stories and their inspirations, and how their family now, through these last couple decades, their children have picked up the trade and are also recreating this beautiful lost art of handcrafted jewelry. So with that, Jennifer Wan, and always such a pleasure to welcome Jennifer here to HSN, who's joining us via telephone. How are you, my friend? And thank you so much for calling in.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. And are you in New Mexico right now?
Actually, no, I'm in Arizona.
You're in Arizona.
In Phoenix.
In Phoenix, and everything's safe, everything's doing wonderful. I know that we chatted a little bit earlier, and I said we have a great 2-hour lineup. I remember, we're gonna start off, Jennifer, when we launched this Navajo beaded sterling silver necklace. We launched it and sold out in one. It was, I wanna say it was back in about 8 months ago. when we originally launched this, and it was something completely different than what we traditionally see in Chaco Canyon. Can you tell us a little bit about the Navajo bead and the tradition and the beautiful look and the coloring of the metal? By the way, beautiful picture of you, Jennifer. I love that.
Thank you. This necklace that you see here is made by Rita Begay. She is one of our beaders as well as silversmiths, and she's been with us for a large number of years. She's very well recognized for her work, and when we first had this on the show, this was something that you didn't see before or was very rarely seen. When you look at it, it looks like, actually it looks like pearls, you know, darkened pearls, but they're very well-made pieces of jewelry, and especially for the necklaces that she makes. She's a very funny lady. She's got a sense of humor, and when I first seen her, when I was sitting beside her right there, she was laughing, and she was just like, you know, you look different, you look good. And I didn't think she remembered me, but she did. But it was very great to see her, and just to see that the work that she does, she's very humble, and she loves what she does. And just from her going from beading to silversmithing, you can see that she's very talented in the art that she does.
Unreal. And you mentioned in the beadwork, and I know we've seen some of her turquoise beadwork, but to do the whole look in all sterling silver, and to your point, almost has that pearl-like effect, or that almost cat's eye. Each way I look at it, I'm looking at it with Nadia when we were doing a close-up, I was looking at it at that angle, and it seems to have movement in it. So it's like, right? It's unlike any other sterling silver necklace we've certainly ever offered, or unlike anything you've ever seen. So the master of beadwork, and going back, Jennifer, let's talk about, this is handcrafted, correct?
Everything is handcrafted. Nothing is mass-produced. It is all made in the U.S. They're made by Navajo silversmiths, and each piece of silversmithing work, you're going to get a certificate of authenticity as well, knowing that you're getting genuine Native American artwork. And
that is so very important. You know, when you talk about, I said in the beginning in setting up the show, I said, Southwestern jewelry, handcrafted, has really become, unfortunately, very much a lost artwork in jewelry making. And the fact that we've been able to continue and authenticate that with, again, certificate of authenticity, and for over 2 decades here at HSN, to be able to still be able to bring it to everybody with that, you know, again, the same craftsmanship, the same quality of assurance that you know it's official. Each piece will be stamped, each piece comes along with that certificate of authenticity, that you know you're getting the genuine thing. Being told by my producer, like when we launched this over 8 months ago, we are very, very busy. So a couple ways I want to just mention how you're able to get through once we get into these hold situations. Basically, for those of you who've shopped with us before, download that HSN app onto your mobile device. My opinion, that's your quickest and easiest way. Just a couple buttons have to follow, make sure you're able to get right through. Or of course, hsn.com, simple and easy, and all these different ways of ordering. You can certainly take advantage, and I'll explain FlexPay in just a moment. Of course, if you have Shop by Remote, how lucky. That's another quick, easy way. We have touch tone ordering. So I just want to make sure with some of these specials, because Jennifer, we talk about this often when you're here, we're never able to bring in thousands and thousands of any one piece, correct?
No, because the artisan can make so much in their homes, or whether or not they're at a trading post, you know, working side by side with other artisans as well.
Right, so that each piece, like I said, it's like you can feel the fingerprint, you can see the fingerprint, you can feel the amazing passion and compassion that goes into each and every one of these pieces, how beautifully they are made. Okay, we'll keep you updated. 5 FlexPays when you shop with any major credit card. That would be under $20, and we'll ship it right to you. You'll receive it in the next couple of days. And also keep in mind, we've also extended our return policy during these unchallenging times that we're all going through until 90 days. So that's another way to shop with confidence. I want to mention, okay, Jennifer, I didn't think we were going to showcase one of the biggest requests that we have had through the years is, would they be able to create a gorgeous engagement ring set. Well, guess what?
Oh, yes.
Tonight is the night, and it's Sleeping Beauty, which is a mind that
love
is
that.
Oh, it's so beautiful. The mind is completely closed. The fact that it's under $200 is absolutely beyond belief. And right now, I do have all sizes. It's item 712003. I know it's years in the making, and yes, it's actually 2 pieces. And just update it. I knew this was going to happen. Originally 5 through 12. Now we only have 5 through size 8. That's it? Only 100? Everybody was pre-shopping this one. It's absolutely beautiful and for good reason. So I don't even know if we're gonna have a chance, Jennifer, honestly, to do a full presentation.
Yeah, when I seen that was just a wow maker. I mean, I was breathless.
Such a treat, such a treat. Okay, speaking of treats, I'm just gonna bring in always our #1 all-time Chaco Canyon seller are the cuff bracelets. And my goodness, be steady your heart. Look at the size of this gorgeous turquoise. Not only the size, but the nature of the color and the consistency of this beautiful Kingman turquoise. That is a 59 by 43 millimeter. One of the largest that we've done in an oval cut in a brand new cup. It's very, very, very limited. Our collectors wait for these pieces. It appraised at $750. We're offering it today at $399.98. 5 flex pays using any major credit card. Add an additional month if you have the HSN charge card. If you don't, we have a special promotion going on with the HSN charge card. We'll tell you a little bit about that in just a few moments. But Jennifer, wow. If there is ever a Jennifer Wan piece, you would have this in your collection in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, this one is just the one that you just hold dear to you and just, keep it safe.
Yeah, I mean, that is a lot going on here. Anything, do you know about the designer on this particular piece, Jennifer?
Oh, yes. The designer here is Calvin Boleyn, and this cuff is not for the faint of heart, especially for one of the most fabulous pieces that we've ever done. With this was... for Calvin Boleyn, his dad was one of our first silversmiths at our company that we have, and he's been working with his family for over 44 years. Calvin is an expert craftsman, as you can see, and from this piece, he can only make about 10 pieces a day. The sides of the cuff have a water ripple design. The water is sacred to the Navajo people because we live in a desert, and the water is very sacred to us. Water is also said to purify the Navajo land, and especially the teachings. So the stones are all cut by us, and from the rough that we're using, it comes from the Kingman mine.
And then that Kingman mine is right now, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jennifer, one of the only producing American mines actually active in the United States. Isn't that true?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and we'll talk a great deal about that. When Jay King is here, he always says that when he originally started, over 2 decades, he said we had over, I want to say it was at least 15 working mines, turquoise mines in the United States, and now there's 1. And Kingman, and Jay was mentioning at the last big Tucson show, he was saying that it was that particular booth, where they have the Kingman mine with Marty, who is the owner. He said there was people lined up around the corner trying to get their Kingman turquoise because they're so known for that gorgeous blue color, and being able to even just find turquoise of this size is almost an impossibility in this day.
Oh, yes. And especially the way the artisan handles it, the way each person, through the whole process, the way they work with the jewelry, they're very... safety is a big issue because with them, they want to make sure the amount of rough is used and not wasted.
And in terms of size, let me talk a little bit about that and weight. We say it's 5 3/4, but you do have this is again handcrafted. So the cuff portion is you know, again, separate from the actual solid backing here of the sterling silver holding the turquoise. So you can self-adjust this. And Jennifer, I know I wear normally about a 6.5 inch, 6 3/4 inch. I could do this, again, I would just have to squeeze it because it's a little bit bigger and bolder. But I typically say up to about an 8-inch wrist. Would you agree with me as to a comfortable fit on a bangle of this, a cuff of this nature?
With this, I would agree, and plus I have a bit of a large wrist, and so the cuffs like these would go for, it would be for men and women, unisex cuffs.
Oh, great point.
Yes, and especially the way it is made, the amount of silver that is in there, and just the weight of it, you're going to see that everything is well made.
Yeah, beautifully balanced, beautifully proportioned. It's a bold piece, it's substantial, but it's not heavy in the fact that it's gonna turn. What they did is weight it, the turquoise piece here, so to keep it balanced in proportion. It's on its way to selling out. And you know, I said one of the biggest, most popular Southwestern Native American looks, and what they're certainly known for, but you just don't find, especially in this size, in turquoise very often, are the cuff bracelets. So this is a treat. You know, this is part of customer appreciation all month long here, Jennifer. And I'm sorry you're not sitting right next to me, but I'm so delighted that you're joining me via phone. But these are the kind of specials that we are gonna be showcasing in the next couple of, are you on later on, or is this your last show, Jen?
I have one at 11 o'clock tonight.
11 o'clock, okay. So yeah, a lot of these pieces brand new, super limited. I will tell you, this is the biggest and boldest of the turquoise cuff bracelets that we're gonna be showcasing for you in our show a little bit later on. So about 12 remaining, we'll keep you updated. I mentioned a special going on when you apply for the HSN charge card. If you don't have one, soon as you're approved, we have a limited time offer. I wanna say it's till the 20th of April. Where when you are approved for the HSN charge card, you can take $40 off. How great is that? Your first purchase, and then take advantage of all the fabulous perks that we offer throughout the year when you shop with your HSN charge card. Jennifer Wan joining us from her home in Arizona via phone. So we so thank you, Jen. And I just knew this was going to happen. I was so excited. Did you preview this earlier? I know you were on a little bit earlier today. The two-piece ring set?
No, we didn't get to.
Oh, well, that's exactly what happened. I know, because listen, I had 5 through 12. Sleeping Beauty, no less. I have sizes 6, 7, and 8. I'm gonna let you tell everyone a little bit about this. Don't wait. These absolutely will go in the next few moments. Wouldn't you say one of the biggest requests in the years that we've been working together, Jen, has been, can they do an engagement style ring, a two-piece setting design? And they did it tonight, brand new.
Yes, and when I first seen this, the artist in here, his name is Cal Kaliasiwa, and he's made a ring like this before, but it didn't have the topaz in it. And so when we were showing it with a piece of the topaz in it to make it an engagement ring, my eyes just popped out of my head, and just looking at it, it was just like, I do. Go ahead, make it.
Yes. Wow.
So when you see this, you're going to get a lot of head turners and a lot of people asking you about it.
Oh my goodness, and the fact that they were able to secure the price point for Sleeping Beauty, no less. So we'll talk about how important that is and how collectible that is, but for under $200. 2 pieces, all handcrafted, all inlaid, beautiful Sleeping Beauty turquoise. And that center stone just in the middle there is a white topaz. And it would equate to about a little bit under 1.5 carat in a diamond look. But boy, oh boy, they have outdone themselves here. Sleeping Beauty, Jen, let's talk a little bit about that and what has happened with Sleeping Beauty as a huge collector's, but has always been so beloved because of that, what we call high blue or robin's egg blue color.
Yes, for those of you who don't know, the Sleeping Beauty line is was located out in Globe, Arizona. It's a small copper mining town. That is where I went to high school. And so I've grown up with this type of turquoise around me for a while. But at that time, I didn't know how valuable it was to people throughout the world until I've worked at the trading post out there. So the day that the mine closed, and just to see the amount of people that had come in from, again, all over the world to buy whatever rough we had left, it blew my mind. And just for them to see this type of gemstone that has come from Mother Earth, it really brings out a lot of good memories. But then again, for the mine itself, during the evening time, when you look at the mountains actually looks like she's a woman lying on her back with her hands over her chest like she's sleeping. So they call it the Sleeping Beauty Mine.
Isn't that something? I always say, if we knew then what we know now, right? I mean, the fact that the mine would ever close, and again, so sought after. Jen, I do want to update everyone. I had a feeling our bold cuff bracelet, that gorgeous turquoise cuff bracelet, is completely sold. Yes, I know. Congratulations. And it looks like the same thing is definitely happening here with our two-piece set. Sizes 6, size 7, and size 8 currently available. And with 5 monthly flex payments, you can get this home at $38 with your shipping, and that'll be billed to your next billing cycle, and then split up those payments over the next 4 months after that. But it's a first for us. We knew this was going to happen. I truly thought it was previewed earlier, because you were on earlier with Adam, right? And no, it wasn't. It was just so many of you know, because Chaco Canyon, unfortunately, we wish we could do 100 shows a year, but they're maybe every 3, maybe every 4 months, very limited, again, because of the nature of what we're talking about. This is every little nook and cranny, handcrafted. All the metal is beautiful, precious sterling silver. Even in this case here, the gemstone solitaire, a beautiful white topaz of premium quality. The fact that it is one of our #1 requests, that we were able to make it happen. And when you talk, that's what I wanted to mention. When we talk about Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and if you're thinking, well, how in the world is that possible? If the mine is closed, how are they able to get it? Well, thankfully, the Native American Indians and collectors like Jay King, when we do see Sleeping Beauty, and it's not very often anymore, like Jennifer was saying, there was a day almost entire Chaco Canyon shows were Sleeping Beauty turquoise, but that's certainly not the case now. It's because they're parcels that they have purchased, that they have had, you know, again, before the mine actually closed. So it really is a treat to be able to highlight that beautiful, perfect blue, that high blue color that we reference. You know what, Jen? I'm gonna just show something real quickly. Sorry, Rocky, I know Rocky's saying wrap it up. One other thing, because it reminds me, and I think it goes back so beautifully with this two-piece set. This is a Sleeping Beauty bangle. I don't know when the last time is that we had a Sleeping Beauty bangle, but that's gonna be coming up a little bit later with an Eternity band ring. So just, hint, hint. Okay, good. So we'll give you the item number. We're telling you right now for, you're not gonna believe the special price that we have on this bangle. Okay, $129.98. Are you kidding? Sleeping Beauty. Again, we'll talk about the Zuni, that tribe, and they are known for this inlay, this beautiful, gorgeous hand craftsmanship that you see here in the bangle bracelet. It's new, it's available on 5 flex pays, but boy, rarely if ever do we offer Sleeping Beauty in a bangle bracelet. What a treat, but I thought it would go back perfectly with the two-piece ring set, certainly with the Eternity band set. That's also gonna be brand new and one of our featured items as well. And speaking of featured items, every day we update our home checklist on hsn.com, and you have an opportunity to see, again, all kinds of things that you may need right now if you can't get out of the house, and cleaning products, some wonderful entertainment ideas, and all those selected items that we're showing you are going to ship directly to your home free. So whether it be fitness items, so check that out every single day on hsn.com. Alrighty, well, I am gonna highlight, oh boy, our showstopper. You know, Jen, I said as we previewed this in the very top of the hour, and already this is off the charts popular, and I had a feeling that was gonna happen. I said, in all my years of working with you, and how many years is it now? I know it's over 2 decades.
20 years.
20 is it?
Mm-hmm.
20 years, okay, so 2 decades, we have never done a bangle bracelet at $69.98, handcrafted from Chaco Canyon. I can say that with 100% confidence. So the $69.95, that's gonna be your choice. We have either the braided design, or we have that available for you in the twisted design. Then we have under, again, the same item number, but a bit bolder, 3/16 of an inch, where these are 1/8 of an inch side to side. This is the rope design bangle, and wait till you feel the weight of that. Today at $30 off at $109.98. Each one is gonna be 8.5 inches. So again, very comfortable. This is not gonna have any hinges or any openings. You're just gonna simply slide that right over your wrist. For me, this would be unfortunately a little bit too large, but I would say if you traditionally wear from a 7 1/4 up to about an 8.5, 8 3/4, this bangle is gonna fit you perfectly. But how exciting. So tell me about our showstopper. And wow, 69, I just keep going back. That's the twisted design that Nadia's showing off for under $70. What a special.
I love these. When I first seen them, I was seeing, one of the artisans had showed them as layered, like she had like a bunch on her arm, and they were just sparkly and just so lovely, and just the way it was shown. She had it with some turquoise in it and like other turquoise bracelets, but just the look of this, the family actually, by the way, they're known for this design. They're the Tahi family, and for the artist in here, her name is Elaine Tahi. The Tahi are well known for their silverwork designs and the neatness in the way that they are made. They have been doing this for about 40 years and have taught their children to make the family designs. And this design, actually, the first one represents the ponytail of the Navajo people. It is said that if you keep your hair growing, it is that you will never lose knowledge, but you only gain more.
Now, which I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry, Jen. Which one was that now? You said the bolder one? Or the braided?
The one to your, yeah, that one that you're touching. The first one, the twisted.
Okay, so.
That one right there, yes.
Yes, right here.
Yes. That one is the braided. And that is what I'm talking about, where the Navajo people, they refer to it as the ponytail for the Navajo people. And like I was saying, it said that if you keep your hair growing, it is said that you will never lose knowledge, but only gain more, as your hair are the roots of your ancestors. I like and the second design, the braided that you have there, the two of those, the braided twist, yes. That one is actually, it is for, the bangle is a representation of the power of family, and to always be in touch and contact with one another, and to be together as whole, as one.
And what an important message and a beautiful message to pass on, right?
Mm-hmm. And for the last design, the third one, that design is to represent the wind and the many 4 directions that the winds travel. And the wind also represents not only a god or a holy person, but it also means it is also a means of communication of the breathing of the Navajo people and their soul.
I love all the beautiful meanings, and we'll go through those one more time, because I know many of our collectors, Jen, that listen to you as the liaison, and you know these designers personally, and they share their stories with you. We often say that when you're here, and I'm sure today they are actually watching the shows. They love hearing the comments, correct, from our customers. And
oh yeah.
Yeah, they so enjoy that feedback. So a lot of us, when we purchase something from Chaco Canyon, we want to write the artisan's name down. We want to know the inspiration behind it. And then we can pass that on if we're giving it as a gift or, again, just to add to our own collection. But what a beautiful ensemble here. And going back, just for the silver, if you were to melt the silver in today's day at $69.98, it is a phenomenal, phenomenal value. But knowing that it's handcrafted, knowing it has those beautiful meanings behind it by Native American Indians. And let's talk about, you know, I know we were showing some footage earlier, Jen, but in many cases, they're still using the same tools that their great-great-great-grandfathers were originally using in handcrafting Southwestern jewelry. Isn't that correct?
Excuse me. Oh, yes. Some of the artisans have had the tools passed down to them, whether it be like pliers or stamps or wooden mallets, and just for them to be working outside their means and just to have, you know, what was given to them, that is precious. That means more than anything, because that signifies that their culture is being handed down to them, and their stories and, you know, the past history that they have. It's like knowledge, you know, they're passing down that knowledge to their grandchildren, and especially anybody who's willing to learn the art of silversmithing.
Isn't that wonderful? I love it when on special occasions, Jennifer has actually brought in some of the tools. And honest to goodness, they look like something would be in a museum from like the Revolution in many cases. And I'm thinking, and you would show us how they would, you know, use that tool to create some of these gorgeous designs that are so intricate. And it's like, how in a million years? I mean, how incredibly talented. But knowing, you know, and seeing the videos and the time that it takes. But again, it's their passion. And this isn't cookie cutter jewelry. Each piece, like in their showstopper here, is created with something very special in mind. And I think jewelry has lost a lot of that in jewelry designs. You know, it does become cookie cutter, and oh, just because a designer does it and has a, you know, whatever, a certain look or a label to it, then it becomes special. This is truly special from the get-go, from even before it even starts to come into, you know, fruition. So that's what has always made it special and gets better with time. I know we are very busy, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but we really are making history here. $69. Let me take you through those two choices one more time. First time ever in a handcrafted Chaco Canyon sterling silver bangle bracelet at $69.98, pardon me, with 5 flex pays. That's $14. And we'll ship this right out to you. And then what we're referring to, a little bit bigger, a little bit bolder, under the same item number, is that rope design, and that's $109.98, both featured price. The bangles will be $89, which is still, to get a bangle handcrafted in silver, my goodness. At $89 is just fantastic. And the rope design will be $129. So whether it's just as a solo look or wearing it by itself, as a gift to give, again, in terms of maybe a special graduation or a, you know, a special birthday coming up at 21st or a 30th, or, you know, mom just loves, I love the story about family that you were saying. And that was the twisted braided one, wasn't that correct? What you were saying about the longevity and the unity of family?
Yes.
Well, how fun for Mother's Day, and to pass that, you know, wonderful story on as well. Again, first time ever, brand new, our key special, our showstopper. I want to say a big congratulations to everyone. Very, very popular. Okay, I know many of you are asking about the cross that I'm wearing. It's brand new, it's the perfect size, it's absolutely magnificent. And I promised you it was gonna be under $60. How great is that? We took $20 off for customer appreciation. It's item 692842. It's one of the prettiest versions of beautiful turquoise in the Zuni, from the Zuni tribe, I think we've ever done. We also have the liquid silver necklace that is all handcrafted, and this sells out every single time. And for good reason. I'm wearing the 18-inch. It's $31.50. Now, we also have it in the 24-inch, and these are both just back in stock. $36.50. And here's the great news. All Chaco Canyon, including our beautiful liquid sterling silver handcrafted necklaces, are available with 5 monthly flex payments. Well, Jennifer, we're gonna be back in just a few moments, but at HSN, we want you and we wanna do our part in helping slow the spread of COVID-19. In taking care of yourself, you are also helping to take care of those around you. Please stay tuned for an important reminder from the CDC.
Why should young people care about the spread of coronavirus? Well, we know that people with underlying medical conditions over the age of 60 are at highest risk, but they've got to get it from somebody.
So we're asking everyone to be selfless for others so that we can protect those who are most susceptible.
Not going to bars, not going to restaurants. It all just means physical separation so that you have a space between you and others.
For more information on how you can social distance, please go to coronavirus.gov.
Have questions? Find the answers at hsn.com. Search customer service to see our frequently asked questions. Use the search field to locate what you need. Want to know more? We're always here for you. Email, live chat, or call us. Customer service, anytime, anyway.
Treat the mom in your life or yourself during HSN's For Mom and Me. It all happens Sunday. Stylish gifts, healthy gifts, electronic gifts, and a whole lot more. Shop now at hsn.com and watch Sunday on HSN.
We use goat milk because we had it, and that's how our company started. But what we learned over the years is how beneficial goat milk is, not only for the skin, but for your body.
Goat milk adds moisture to your skin. It's really the most amazing ingredient.
People really do notice the hydration of their skin. The farm to skin difference only with Beekman 1802.
We love our gemstones to be beautiful, colorful, and durable. That's why we give some of them a little more love. Enhancements may require special care and may not be permanent, while others may last a lifetime. For more information, visit hsn.com and search gemstone to see our gemstone enhancement chart.
Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. I'm your host, Lynn Murphy, and thank you so much for tuning into HSN. We are showcasing Chaco Canyon for over 2 decades. This has been our standalone, handcrafted Native American jewelry line that has just sustained one of truly the most popular of lines in jewelry for all of those years, and we're thrilled that Jennifer Wan, who has been the liaison between the amazingly talented Native American artisans and be a Native American herself, she passes on the beautiful stories, the inspirations, and represents their true talent. There's Jennifer, again, working through and selecting some of the beautiful stones that are often used in our Chaco Canyon collection. So thank you, Jennifer. Welcome back. And you know, it's funny. I didn't want to mention, we were, talking about the show before, obviously coming out, and I didn't even want to mention the dragonflies because I knew every last one of these, like they did before, would end up selling out before we had a chance to talk about it. Do you know it's been almost a year, and that's what I said it took to get these back in stock. So many of you were very disappointed when the earrings sold out when we highlighted them a year ago, as well as the matching beautiful enhancer. And the actual stones in here are just beautiful. There's Sleeping Beauty. Let me say that again. Sleeping Beauty turquoise. There's beautiful coral in here. We also have this available again in dimension, the size, everything about it. But, oh no. Oh, my ring set. Okay, I thought you were gonna say, wait a minute. I'm like, don't tell me my dragonfly sold out already. The ring set is completely gone, so thank you. We previewed that a little bit earlier. So again, just back in stock, 5 flex pays, $155, and the pin here is also, excuse me, the enhancer, I should say, turn it around, which would be a pendant, is also a beautiful pin, so it can be worn either way. We're showcasing it on the 24-inch triple strand handcrafted liquid silver necklace. That was the one we just showed you in just a few moments ago. And then we also have those gorgeous drop earrings. Jennifer, tell us about the designer. I know a favorite. We love the symbol of the dragonfly. We can all use some good fortune and wonderful, just energy around us right now.
I love this time of year, and especially around this time going into Florida, you know, being around water there, I never realized how many dragonflies of the rainbow are out there. And just by learning about dragonflies, I was told that they are the protector of water and is a very sacred being. And whenever you're next to water, you will see dragonflies, because they're either on the river or flying around any part of water that they're protecting. It is said that for dragonflies, they are souls that have gone before that are searching for their lost love. And so when you see two dragonflies together, it means that they are mate and bonded for life, even as they move on to the next world.
Oh, I love that, especially in terms of the earrings. So you have the set of two that are included here. We're showcasing the pendant. I want to just mention the dimensions, because these are not tiny. For under $200 for Sleeping Beauty and beautiful coral on here, all natural stones, fancy shaped stones, inlaid stones. So that is 1 3/4 of an inch in the length. And then Nadia is showcasing, I love these earrings. I have fewer than 100 pair right now. Those are just about 2 inches, a little bit over 2, about 2 1/4 inches from top to bottom. Also inlaid, also Sleeping Beauty, also beautiful, gorgeous coral on there. And those are $169.90. And with 5 flex payments, we're looking at $33, like under $35 to get those gorgeous earrings home. And you said it, especially this time of the year and the wonderful stories behind it. I remember a year ago when we had these, Jennifer. Do you remember how quickly they sold out? And that is how we stay in touch with you, because I instantly, like I was saying, one of the biggest recommendations is, can you do a 2-piece ring set? We did it for you. When we sell out of things as quickly as we did, as the Dragonfly did a year ago, we instantly go back and our buyers will say to Jennifer, can you ask the artisan, start making it now, because we know it's going to be anywhere from 8 months to a year or more, for that matter, to get these pieces back in stock. Isn't that true?
Yeah, excuse me, and yes, especially for the Zuni artisan. The Zuni artisan here is Angus Ahiyite. I hope I said his last name right. If I didn't, excuse me. He is part of the Pueblo Zunis, and what we're doing still is going out into the Zuni Pueblo area and bringing in artisans and showcasing their work on HSN. So just for the fact that he's very well known and very well regarded for his silversmith work, and especially his inlay work that you see there, it has a lot of value to it, and especially for the pendant, you can wear it on anything, your hats, your scarves, your handbags, and just about anything that you would like.
And it's so nice to have a versatile piece like that you can change it out, make it into this fabulous signature piece that is so beautiful and unique and so customized. And that, you know, in terms of what the appraisal was on that pin/pendant, it was $270. The earrings appraised at $325. And I always like to say, Jennifer, our appraisals, how that whole process works for our jewelry is we go to 3 outside appraisers, and we don't take the highest, we don't take the mid, we take the lowest of those 3 outside appraisers when we are able to show a retail. So I can only imagine now what these would appraise for. Fewer than 100 of these beautiful earrings are currently available. Again, I often say, if you can do it, and again, depending, you know, how your budget is, of course, if you can get both pieces, when we do a set as unusual as this, it just looks so beautiful together. Again, to your point, whether you're wearing the pendant just as a pin on your lapel, or just place it on a hat, or wherever, you know, just even on a handbag or on a strap, or it's such a beautiful, beautiful piece. And it's Sleeping Beauty. I mean, we get excited when we have 2 or 3 designs typically in a Chaco Canyon show featuring Sleeping Beauty. And we've already shown, I think, 3 different styles having the very sought after rare Sleeping Beauty tonight.
Especially for a set like this with the Sleeping Beauty in it, it's usually out the door right away.
Yeah.
Because with Sleeping Beauty, I was going to say this before, you know, we've said again that the mine is closed, but there are only different artisans that share the Sleeping Beauty in particular pieces that they know that people are going to love, and they're going to pass on to another person that they love, because this is something that we will never see again, because, you know, it is gone. The Sleeping Beauty mine isn't there anymore. Yeah. And so with a piece that's rare like this, it's now's the time to get it.
No doubt about it. And like a year ago, this is absolutely, no pun intended, but flying out the door right now. These are the pieces that just make you feel very special. And, you know, you look at a piece like this, I see it on Nadia, and I just like, okay, that is, you know, instantly it's handcrafted. Now, again, if you're new to Chaco Canyon, all of these pieces will be authenticated as well with a certificate, so you know, correct, Jennifer, about that it is Chaco Canyon stamped sterling silver and that it is handcrafted Native American jewelry?
Yes, each piece is going to come with a certificate of authenticity, and as always, everything is made here in the U.S. by Navajo and Zuni silversmiths.
Wow, what a special opportunity. You know, we're showcasing this as a customer pick. Do you know every single review between the earrings that are almost gone and the matching pin/pendant? Perfect 5 stars, which doesn't get any better than that. So that means it's hard to get everybody to agree on anything, right? So to have everybody just think this was the finest of quality, and absolutely love the way the compliments, love the way they feel when they wear it, and that's truly what it's about. So congratulations to you there. It's a year in the making to get our Dragonfly pendant and earrings back in stock. Okay, I'm sorry, Rocky, you were saying that. Oh, the necklace, yes. This is actually the 5-strand. I apologize. We have a 3-strand and we have the 5-strand. So this is the 24-inch 5-strand liquid silver handcrafted necklace at $69.90. A fantastic special there. 5 flex pays, and that's item 647789. So excited to be able to showcase a perfect necklace to wear back with your new pendant / pin, and then you have the complete ensemble. But now, the cross that I'm wearing, that is brand new, quarter of the quantity, has already been selected. So I know this is gonna go very, very, very quickly. I can't believe, Jen, when I saw this at $59.98, I thought, there's no way. There is no way. 2 inches in length, 1 1/4 inches in the width. Okay, let me just showcase again. Look at the beautiful backing, all polished. Over 400 already selected, and that means that's over half the quantity. So this is definitely going to go very quickly. Please tell me about this very special piece. Couldn't be, I think, at a more special time.
This is gorgeous. This is made by the Zuni artisan Bryce Bassett, and he says that this cross was designed to represent the water flowing into a flower to give it life. Many like to make jewelry to pay respects to Mother Earth, and just to make it one up, Bryce has made this into a cross. So as you can see there, you can see as it looks like water drops, you know, going, you know, north, east, south, and west to the middle to the flower, and just how you would give, pay your respects to someone, you would give them flowers, and so that's what he's doing here and forming it into a cross.
How beautiful. You know, we just had truly one of the most important spiritual holidays, of course, Easter, that just passed. And that's what it reminds me of, the way that they manipulate the flowers in between, the turquoise. It just reminds me of just either the cloth, or, you know, around the crosses that we would see, you know, during the spiritual time of the year. But what a beautiful way to showcase your faith, to do it so beautifully and so delicately. And going back to what we were saying before, many of these pieces become so highly collectible. We did something similar from the Zuni tribe. I remember, Jen, and it was much, much smaller and didn't have as much as a solid backing on it in the sterling silver like we're featuring here. So this is, again, we never did this. It's brand new today. It's first time on the air. It's definitely gonna sell out. $59.98. And in terms of a first time purchase,
yes.
Couldn't get any better than this as a Mother's Day gift, as a beautiful way, again, just to showcase your spirituality. It really says something about you. It is a beautiful motif. It's a #1 most popular motif to give as a gift. I mean, to say to somebody, you know what, listen, we're all in these uncertain times and all experiencing this together. And in my opinion, you know, the one thing we all need to have is truly faith.
Yes, and especially for this time of year, a lot of the artisans can't go outside of their homes and they'd have to stay inside. And so during these times, a lot of them are, you know, having that love and hope for each other, and especially praying around their families and just for that hope for, you know, the next day will come, things will get better. And so when you have a symbol of hope like this, you know, they're coming from love from the artisans and from their families and the prayers that they have. Water is used to purify, and every time it rains, you know, it purifies the earth. It wipes away any darkness, any sadness. And so when you have that rain next to you, that is to give you hope, and so to purify your whole body and your mindset, and for you to think that, you know, things are going to be okay, you know, for the next days to come.
Yeah, and so I love that. I wish I could just have copied everything and wrote that down when you just said. So beautiful. Many of you are asking about the necklace that I'm wearing, the cross on. It is available. This is one of our staples that we do. Jennifer, you know, anytime we do the liquid silver necklaces, they fly out the door. They're under $50. The 18-inch, I believe, is like $32, somewhere in there. Everything today available with 5 monthly flex payments, including this brand new beautiful pendant, which means with FlexPay here, when you shop with any major credit card, this will be $12 and change. And again, that'll be what is billed to your next billing statement, whatever your, you know, next one would typically be. We are shipping this to you though in the next 48 hours. So you're gonna receive this beautiful pendant at your home in the next few days. And then from there, you have not our traditional on everything 30-day money-back guarantee. We've even extended that. So please shop with confidence. We understand it's difficult to get out right now, so we're trying to do everything we possibly can to make it easier for you at home. So I think that's just a nice reminder once in a while that Customer Appreciation Month, and we so appreciate you, and thank you for that. And thank you, Jennifer. And I always say thank these amazingly talented artisans that many of them have been with us from day one. Isn't that true? For close to 20 years now?
The big majority of them, and especially for them to keep coming back. And so what they're doing is that any new artisans that come along, the master silversmiths like Emerson, Greg Yazzie, Irvin Sosi, Calvin Belen, who is the next generation of silversmiths. You know, his father was actually our first silversmith, you know, Richard Belen, and unfortunately he passed some years ago, but he had, you know, handed down his mindset of silversmithing to his family, so each of his family members are just as excellent as he was. And so just to keep that pace of their cultural instincts going, especially from silversmithing, they learn right away. And so the first thing that they say is that, well, you have to learn from your eyes, you learn from your ears. And then the next point would be, you know, the bezel setting, you know, matching of the stones. And each person has a different process. And so when you see that, you're seeing the different generation going to each and every piece.
And it's so funny what you said, because I remember when, you know, like Emerson, for instance, and then when you would say his family members are now getting into the trade, and this was years ago, and it's funny to see how their artisan, like what they master in, because each artisan is a little bit different in what they create, but it's interesting to see what their offspring, you know, also continues. It's like in that same focused, but with a little bit of a difference. But it's, you know, that's what it's about, family.
Yes.
From generation to generation, which is so true. Well, a quick update. I know our clock is down. We have fewer than 100 of this beautiful brand new cross remaining, so we will keep you updated and let you know when it's completely sold out. Congratulations. It's so, so pretty. I'm wearing the 3-strand handcrafted sterling silver necklace, and it's available today. As I mentioned, under $35. It's $31.50. That's for the 18-inch. And then we have the little bit of a longer length, and that one's gonna be 24 inches, and that's $36.50. Both are available with 5 monthly flex payments. And a quick update, in the 18-inch, the 24-inch, only 4 dozen remaining. I'm wearing the 18-inch, so again, in terms of length, whatever works best for you, but the 24-inch is most likely gonna be selling out in a few moments. Okay, coming up in less than 10 minutes, Jennifer, I am over the moon about our brand new smart deal, which are the earrings that I am wearing to get this look. The size of the beautiful stones and the choices of the beautiful natural stones and the crazy special smart deal price is just unheard of. So like our cuff bracelets, anytime we do the statement earrings, which these are definitely fabulous statement earrings, never in a million years would you think these are under $100. It's just so, so crazy. So $99.98, under $100. That is our smart deal. 5 flex pays, and then, excuse me, we have 3 other options for you to choose from. So excited to highlight for those. We'll tell you a little bit more about that coming up in about, 7-8 minutes from right now. Okay, excuse my reach. Let me go ahead and showcase. This is another beauty. I have earrings too. Let me reach over here. Okay, so this is a super crazy special sale price. The necklace appraised at $430. We originally offered it for $279. Fantastic. How about this? $90 off at $189.98. Certainly the best value, first time ever we have ever offered this necklace, which is a full 19 3/8 of an inch in length, a beautiful over an inch drop here, about 1.5 inches in length in the actual drop. And this is all Kingman turquoise. And then we have the matching drop earrings, first time, and those appraised at $315. Those were originally $206. First time on sale at $139.98. Both available on, obviously, 5 flex pays at the sale price, 083-425. This is very much boutique. I mean, if you were to find this beautiful Kingman turquoise of this amazing high quality, this is exactly what I would do. I would go to a Native American handcrafted jeweler and say, please make me a custom one-of-a-kind piece. And that's in essence what they've done here, correct, Jen?
Oh, yes. Actually, these two are made by 2 different artisans. The necklace that you see there is made by Jensen Boleyn, and the earrings are made by Raymond Yazzie. And so for this representation that you see here, it represents children of Mother Earth, in that she holds, and for the children that she holds dear, for they are now growing and becoming young adults. So as she has to let them go one day, she has to go out and she has to let them go out and wander the world to become something great. And so for those of you who are mothers, when the first time, you let your young child go to, kindergarten or preschool, or if they're going into college, you're going to want to hold them dear, the majority of the time, and not want to let them go. But then again, you have to let them, set foot out into the world, have them become their own person so that they can make their footprint in life. And so that is just what that representation is, for the earring and the necklace there.
Oh, and I mean, beautiful. I love that story again with Mother's Day around the corner. Such a special time of unity and family, and so important. And I can see that with how it's nestled in just twos just sporadically around the necklace. And of course, same thing in the matching handcrafted earrings here. And that V shape, I was looking at this on Nadia. It is one of the most flattering shapes for any type of neckline. It's what it does. It's a very feminine, beautiful, beautiful shape around the collarbones, and it just draws your attention right to that neckline, and then I just balanced it out. Here's another great opportunity if you can do both and you're getting the full suite that was made from the exact same designer. Today is a great opportunity to do that and secure the first time sale price. So 083425 is the item number. This is all Kingman turquoise, all handcrafted, and very first time at this special sale price. So we want to thank you very much. Everything in the hour has been a standout hit, and I knew it going in. So I always say, if you missed out on anything, tune in. You can log into hsn.com and just search Chaco Canyon. It's been over 2 decades that Chaco Canyon has been with us here at HSN, and always comes with that certificate of authenticity that you know that it is truly handcrafted by Native Americans. We get to know them by name. Many of us have followed them through the years. They become very, very highly collectible. Okay, Jen, here is another sneak peek. Let me reach over here. Sorry about that. Okay. This, I am getting my workout at this